Day 10, niche your lead generations for referrals. By now, we figured out that if you get a lot of people coming into your sales funnel, a lot of people looking for help buying and selling homes, you don't have to do all the work yourself. You can refer those people out. So that stands to reason that the more you market, the more you reach out, the more lead generation you do, the more customers who will come into your sales funnel that you can make referrals for. So let's identify some of those niches or niches, whatever you wish, and where you can work to generate some of that business. You can do lead generation with first-time home buyers. That's a super place, in most markets. You can work in the HUD homes market. You can work with vacation homes, residential investment, golf course condos, FSBOs expires. I'm going to add another one here just for the fun of it. There's a, all of these are niches. All of these are special niches. All of these folks here have special needs that you can address with, with any of the tools that are the most fun that you use the most. So whether you're building an email autoresponder campaign or creating a video or designing a special report for this market, all of these markets have very, very special needs, and the ones that are the most familiar to you, that you enjoy the most, are the ones that you go for. As I said, I'm going to add one here myself. There's a golf course condos are absolutely great. There is another niche that's not here, and it is a niche that I think is really interesting. There is a condominium complex here in Tucson that is a clothing optional condominium association, and I had never heard of one of those before. I don't know, maybe I've been living under a rock. I don't know what it is. But there's a clothing optional condo community here in Tucson, and so I think that qualifies as a niche. And in case you have kind of a niche, or in case that's something that you want to do, I'd love to see what somebody comes up with relative to a clothing option condo niche, and that may be something I want to explore. And if I do explore that, I'll be happy to share that with you. I haven't seen them do anything really special with marketing, but I digress. So I will get over to that. At any rate, a good thing to do with a lead generation for referrals is to generate a whole bunch of leads, generate a whole bunch of new customers in your business that you can share with other agents, on your team, other agents in your office, other agents in your area, other agents outside of your area. So the more outreach you do, the better you can do with this stuff, the more money you'll make, because the more referrals you can share. Okay, and when you identify a niche, and the next thing to do is to create a campaign. Obviously, what you want to do is you want to drive traffic. And when you're driving traffic, you're going to test. You're going to test headlines. You're going to test colors. You're going to test all kinds of things. If you're starting from scratch and you're doing it yourself, you may find something that works really, really well. And there's usually something that works better, every time you make improvements. So figure out ways to test drive traffic. Build a list. We're going to talk a lot about that. Having a list and having your own list and having your own group of people is the best way to go. Don't just rely on social media. Don't just rely on the networks. Don't rely on silly services that do all of the writing for you, that send it out, and you don't even know what the messages are going to be when they send them out. That's just really, really silly. A campaign has a goal. A campaign has an objective. A campaign has a special audience. Whoopsie daisy. And then after you've built your list and you've seen people come in, then just take the next step. Refer. Get those people into the pipeline. Get those people into your referral sales pipeline and start to make some money with it. Hey, I'll see you in the next video.